What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brent Watches Babylon 5 for the very first time. My name is Brent. I'm watching Babylon 5 for the first time today, Season 3, Episode 20, and the rock cried out, "No hiding place." That is a long title. Like, YouTube would tell us, hey, this title is too long. Bad for SEO. But that is the name. I could just say no hiding place. I could say "And the rock cried out," but it's "And the rock cried out, no hiding place." My prediction this episode is, I had no idea. I said a WWE wrestler is coming to the station. They're going to be hunting and they're going to say there's no place you can hide. That's the best I got. I have no idea where this one is going. Of course I don't, because I've never seen it before. Most of you out there have, though. So please remember, in the comments section down below, no spoilers, and that includes anything past this point. And if it connects back to anything in the previous episodes, I would just simply ask, is this a thing that is better pointed out when we're doing a second watch instead of a first watch? All right. That being said, I'm going to get into this video. You guys like, subscribe, share, all that YouTube stuff. Let's go. And the rock cried out, no hiding place.
Commander's personal log, December 7th, 2260.
I love Ivanova voiceovers.
We're shipping out telepaths as fast as we can to the races that have signed on against the shadows. Franklin's still on walkabout. No one's seen him in over a week.
Of course he is.
We hope he's all right and works this through soon. Though I don't share their belief, I'm glad to have Brother Theo and the rest of his monks on board. Ever since we broke away from Earth, they've been a wonderful, stabilizing force, working with people to keep them calm.
Londo, has it occurred to you that half the other races are at war? We have to figure out what to do about them, about us, and you're worried about G'Kar? Sheridan has given him sanctuary. There is nothing you can do against him as long as he's here.
Yes, as long as he is here. So,
he's eating blue tofu.
Well done? Good. So I have found a way to get him away from here.
Wow.
And back to Nan. And once there, he can be arrested, detained, and executed.
Damn, Londo's going after G'Kar.
Are going to help me.
Uh-oh. It's all coming down to this, huh? Londo's going after G'Kar. Let's go. Okay. If the time has come, Londo's like, enough's enough. Let's go get him.
Oh, Theo, how are you?
Fine.
I like Brother Theo.
Pay no attention to the sound you'll be hearing in a few moments. It's just the grinding of my teeth.
I tell you, in 50 years of living and 40 years of serving the Lord, I have never met a sorrier soul than Brother Theo here.
Well, I wouldn't say
Thank you, but I'd prefer to leave judgments as to the state of my soul to someone better qualified and perhaps a bit less loud.
But it says in the Bible to make a joyful noise unto the Lord.
I've heard you sing, Will, and take my word for it, that is not what the good Lord had in mind when he said a joyful noise.
Hello?
Neither is that.
Reverend William A. Dexter, head of the True Gospel Mission Baptist Church. Happy to meet you, Commander.
Nice to meet you.
And these are my associate and Rabbi Meyer.
It is a pleasure, Commander.
Well, thank you.
Hey, I know.
Now,
That's Eric. Oh shoot, I forget his last name, but he's like the most ethnic actor ever. Like, I've seen him play Egyptians, I've seen him play Englishmen, I've seen him play. He's playing a Jewish rabbi here. I mean, this guy's played everybody. I like this. A priest, a rabbi, and a monk all walk into a space station. That's a good setup for a joke right there. All right, let's go.
Londo, I just heard Lord Reefer.
Lord Reefer's here with Minister Verini. Yes, I know. I'm on my way to see them. You'll meet me there.
I'm not going with you.
After you run an errand for me. You remember G'Kar's aide, Nathanael?
That's
Remember,
us.
I still have the claw marks.
They were very close when she was here. And tell him that Natoth is alive, that she has been taken prisoner. Knowing G'Kar, once he hears this, he'll return to Nan at once.
No. It won't work, Londo. He'll never believe me.
Yes, he will. He knows you helped his people when you were stationed on Mimbar.
I won't go. I won't do it.
Yes, you will. You will do it because I ask you. Because it will help our people. You will go, and you will do it.
Londo's full-on villain to his own conscience.
I apologize for the facilities, Minister.
That's not cool.
But it's the best they can provide on such short notice.
Hello, G'Kar. Need to talk to you. I have some information. It's about Natoth.
G'Kar looks like he's about ready to eat beer. I like how that guard just didn't
Messer that
move
this
at all.
rivalry
Like,
between you and Lord Reefer
could have been a
threatens to
statue.
destabilize the royal court. There have been ugly rumors. They say you have tried to poison them, and you say they have tried the same. This cannot continue. What if I could rid the royal court of a problem that has been bothering it for quite some time? An embarrassment, shall we say? Would that win his favor? Perhaps. Done.
I don't believe this.
I don't like
Is that
Londo,
why you're
man.
doing this? To win favor at the royal court? How can you do this to me? To have Jakar imprisoned or killed just to elevate your position?
You're young, Veer. You don't understand, but you will.
tell him, Veer. Uh-oh. Where's he going?
What do they say about us back home?
That you're a bunch of renegades, that you're pirates and traitors working with aliens to subvert Earth.
You took a big chance bringing this to us. What if they would have been right about us?
I didn't think so, but if I was wrong, I was wrong. I'd rather do something and make a mistake than be frightened into doing nothing.
There you go.
From the day back home, folks have been conned into thinking they can't change the world, have to accept what is. The world is changing every day. Only question is who's doing it.
Right? That's a good word right there.
Garibaldi, may I speak to you?
World is changing every day, but who's doing the
I
changing?
am in need of a favor. I now need something smuggled into my home world.
Okay.
Oh, about this big and this wide.
You.
Me.
Something bad's about to happen with that guy. Yo.
Let go of me! What do you want from me? I didn't do anything!
Correct, Veer. But you're about to do something. You are going to tell me what Londo is planning, or you will not leave this room alive.
Just tell me it'll be a nice, quiet, dignified prayer service.
Theo, folks around here need all the joy they can get, and I intend to give it to them.
Oh, rapture.
In time, Veer, I think you would come to see things my way. But time, something I do not have. Take it from his mind.
No!
Uh-oh. Got a telepath? Yeah.
I want you to go to Jakar.
I know that was uncomfortable, but it was necessary. It will also be necessary to keep you here until I have finished doing what needs to be done. You will be attended to.
Dude, Londo did this to him, man. That's not cool. That's not cool. It's actually probably not cool to blame Londo. I mean, Reefer's the one who did it, so, you know. Okay,
Sorry.
by the way, I'm sorry, time out. Brother Theo asked, he's like, this is going to be a quiet and respectful prayer service, and let's call it what it is. The black preacher was like, no, this is going to be a joyful noise. I don't know if you've ever been to a black church or not. They are not often quiet. And it's one of the things I love about being able to go to church with my black friends. It is, especially to a church that is predominantly black. They're just it's an amazing church service, culturally different, so cool. Just it's such a fun place to be, fun environment to be in. But I love that energy. It's like, it's gonna be quiet, right? It's like, no.
And so now you'd like me to turn all of this over to God, right?
When God comes knocking at your door, you won't need me or anyone else to tell you what that sound is.
Right?
But you gotta remember, after God created man, he created Eve because he knew we all need someone to talk to, someone to help shoulder the burden. She loves you, you know. I saw it in her face at dinner every time she looked at you.
Delenn's been through a lot lately. We all have. She's got enough problems on her hands without giving her mine as well. Thank you for your concern, Reverend.
Z minus 13 days. You know, he's a good counselor. That's a smart counselor right there. He doesn't get dragged into anything that Sheridan's trying to throw up against him, you know. He's direct. He doesn't shy away from what he's trying to say.
What if they wanted to drive the refugees into one area, corral them, make it easier to hit them all at once?
Could be. The effect could be devastating, demoralizing.
That could be their intent. Maybe this is as much about terror as it is about territory. When we've had wars back home, sometimes one side would leave a few areas of enemy territory undamaged. That way you'd get maximum results when you finally hit them with something big. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Dresden, San Diego.
Could be doing the same thing here, drawing in thousands of ships, escorts, and refugees from a dozen worlds in preparation for a major offensive.
That's smart.
It's
from a tactical standpoint, that's really smart.
The bad guys, if I were them, the only way we're going to beat them is to think like them.
Think like them?
Yes.
No. You will come with me.
Wait, we just figured this out.
Reverend Dexter says you need some time away from this. Right now, I agree.
Sometimes think they choose gods for the amount of bone content in their heads. That is what Haile Mimbara is.
Look at Londo coming to rescue Veer.
Yes. But there's been a problem.
You know, Londo's a bad dude, but I like it when he's a good dude. It's like, that's the thing about his... Stop this. That's the thing about Londo that has been so infuriating over the last bunch of seasons is he can be a really stand-up dude. He also can be the world's biggest douche and be responsible for millions of people dying. But then he shows that he actually, that there's still good in him somewhere. I don't know what's going to happen with his character as time goes on, but interesting character. I'll say it again. If I was cast in the reboot, I would want to play Londo Mollari. It's such an interesting role to play. Jakar and Narn in the tunnels. Okay. That's where they said they were, tunnels, right? Uh-oh, Reef is going to ambush him. No!
That's far enough, Jakar. You have just taken your final step as a free Narn.
Every day, here and at home, we are warned about the enemy. Who is the enemy? Is it the alien? Well, we are all aliens.
I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. This is that TKO episode. They're about to intercut this pastor preaching and saying words with whatever's getting ready to go on with Jakar, and they're going to intercut this back and forth, and like the guy preaching is going to be telling us about what's happening in the guy with Londo. What I can feel it. They're ramping up the way they just cut this together. I know how they work. I love it when they do this. It's masterful storytelling. I wouldn't be surprised if the director of this was the same one as the director of that. This is what made me so mad about that King Arthur episode. No, not the King Arthur episode. Maybe it was the King Arthur episode. And then like Grey 17 is missing. I really wanted them to do that, but they didn't. But they're I can feel it in my bones. Come on, let's do it. I'm for it.
To one another.
You know what made me mad about the King Arthur episode was it was an awesome episode, and then they just ruined it with another storyline. I like what Jeff said. We've already dealt with the storyline. We had Passing Through Gethsemane. It was the same story idea, but Passing Through Gethsemane did it better. Like dealing with guilt, dealing with past lives, that did it way better. King Arthur should have actually been from the Vorlons, and he should have been the actual King Arthur. Anyway, right, here we go.
The enemy is ignorance. The enemy is the one who tells you that you must hate that which is different. Because
come on.
In the end, that hate will turn on you. And that same hate will destroy you.
Jakar, I want to lie.
Hate's gonna destroy. Oh, come on now.
You wish. Go on.
That's a good Star Trek message, by the way. That'll preach.
Hello, Riva.
Whoa, what's going on here?
If you are seeing this message,
did that come from Jakar's hand?
It is because in a very few minutes, will be dead. I have made sure the guards assigned to you are loyal to House Mollari. They will not obey you from this moment forward. You have inconvenienced me and threatened my position in the royal court and weakened our defenses by your constant warfare.
He's a hologram? That's cool. We've never seen this in Babylon 5 before.
Jakar or his associates, but I think they do care about what you have done to them, Riva. Yes, I think they care about that a great deal.
Oh, please, Rice.
I have given Jakar documents which prove that you are the one who orchestrated the bombing of the non-homeworld against my advice. That you personally were involved in the creation of death camps and genetic cleansing programs.
Is that true? Or did Londo fabricate this? Because I feel like it could be true.
Personally responsible for the death of 5 or 6 million Narns.
No.
What is getting ready to happen?
No, this is a mistake. Come back!
They're about to tear him a new one.
Make sure this is found on his body. Leave his face and head intact. They will be needed later for identification.
Damn, that is
The rest
cold.
is yours.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they're intercutting a gospel song with what's about to happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is vicious.
Down here, when the water starts boiling, there'll be no hiding.
Oh, I forgot that's how the Narn do their thing. They I forgot that's how they do their thing. Oh my gosh. Look at Jakar just walking away. Dude, that is cold. I wonder what's going to happen between Jakar and Londo.
And this data crystal, from what is here, I suspect he was also planning to kill you, just as he did Prime Minister Malachi. Apparently he felt that you were getting in the way of his plans.
Yes, he seemed quite upset that I was questioning his authority. I had no idea he would go so far.
He wanted power. That's what I said from the start.
Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention, Malari. I'm sure Emperor Cartagio will be most grateful for your assistance.
Are we ever going to see Emperor Cartagio?
All right, Veer, what is it? You have that look again.
You used me.
Of course, I knew Reef had a telepath with him. If I told you the truth, he would have found out.
Londo, they could have killed me.
Nonsense, you're not important enough to kill.
Oh,
But I'm important enough for you to lie to. I used to think I knew you, Londo, but I never knew you at all, did I?
You know, I 100% understand why Veer is kind of pissed at Londo right now. Like, I really get it. However, that being said, what Londo did was right. Like, there is no way that Londo could have told Veer what was going on and have that telepath believe it. He had to lie to him for the sake of what just happened. I understand why Veer feels mad at being used, because he absolutely was. But under the circumstances, this one seems justifiable to me. Does that make me a bad guy that I'm justifying what Londo's just done? All right, here we go.
White Star was never intended to be one of a kind. It was only the first block to construct.
Oh, shoot.
I said we needed time to prepare.
He's got a whole fleet?
The first wave of ships is finished at last. The Rangers will pilot them under our shared command.
Dude, that
we
is...
are as ready for them as we will ever be.
That is more
We
than a
finally
fleet.
have, as you say, a fighting chance.
That's a freaking armada.
I don't know what to say.
Say nothing.
Oh, look at him. Z- 10 days. You know, I didn't think I was going to like this episode when it first started. I'll be real honest. I was like, ugh, you know, whatever. Felt like a one-off kind of an episode that wasn't going to really do much. That's the way it started. That's the way I felt like when it first started. But holy cow. This will be an episode that I'm going to have to be reminded of what happened, because I'm going to hear the title and I'm not going to think good thoughts. That whole deal with Rifa was vicious. What Londo had to do by lying to Veer, getting Veer to believe it so that the telepath would see it, was genius on Londo's part. It really was just absolutely genius on his part. Not awesome, but it was genius. Like it's what had to be done. I cannot blame him in the least. So I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit more. We're gonna have to look at it, and you guys make sure you join us on Monday. Jeff is gonna join me, and he and I are gonna do a deep dive into this episode where we're gonna pull out all that. Trust me, this one's gonna have some good meanings to it. This is gonna have some good Star Trek messages. This one's gonna have a lot of great discussion, and yeah, I can't wait to jump into that with Jeff and really mine this episode. So you make sure you join us on Monday. Until then, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe, please no spoilers down in the comments. Share this video if you like what we're doing here at Babylon 5 for the first time, and please join us over on Patreon. Catch Jeff's reactions, catch the full unedited version of this reaction, get early access to our notes for the upcoming episodes, and a few other things that we have going on over there. So you guys make sure you check that out. So with that, until next time, guys, we'll see you then. Take care.